It is, folks, the one you've all been waiting for. My magnum opus. It's here. It's queer. Everyone loves it. It's gay. And you're going to rewatch it 14 times over your entire life. So get ready. Strap yourself in. I've gotten ready. I've strapped myself in. I'm wearing my trademark blue button-up shirt. I'm wearing some fucking CGS shorts. Pulled out all the stops. I've had a shower. Fresh shower. We're all ready. Anyway. Home alone. Home alone, so I've got to cook my own dinner. Mum's not cooking dinner tonight. So what do you do when you're home alone? You cook some chicken things and some 2-minute noodles. And that's what this video is about. I'm going to teach you how to make the best 2-minute noodles and the best chicken things you've ever seen. You won't believe it. Your body won't believe all the sodium you're pumping into it either. But less about that, more about how to cook. Anyway, the first thing you want to do is preheat your oven to 220 degrees. Now, here's the trick. Here's what they don't tell you on the side of the packet. The trick to preheating an oven is to watch it. You know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Watch pot never boils. It's all in the details. What you do is you put the temperature, you put it on 10 and wait for it to preheat. And then you put it on, you wait 10 seconds and then you put it on 20. And then you wait 20 seconds and then you put it on 30, wait for it to preheat. Then wait 30 seconds. You see, it's that waiting and that sort of sequential progression that is going to make the preheat process really get that oven cooking in a way that you wouldn't get if you just whacked it straight on 220 and let it go. Anyway, the next step is to get our pan ready. Tray, more of a tray really. So what you want is to get your Maltix bake. I think you hear a cat throwing up. Yep. Little detour. That's yep, there it is. That's cat vomit. Good one, Tom, you fucking retard. You fucking aspie. Anyway, I'll leave that. Won't worry about that. So, you got your baking powder paper. Cut myself on the little serrated edge. It's Maltix Bake is what it is. The brand. I'm sponsored by Maltix. By Maltix Bake. They pay me. This is just my fucking mess of a pantry here. Anyway, what you want is you want to get a nice deep dish pan. A deep dish tray. Now let's get this motherfucker going. Just put it there, just right there. Now you get your Maltix back. And we have to put the camera down here. Woo. Get your Maltix bake. Make sure you got enough to cover the tray, and then you just rip it off. That was very smooth. But I'm a professional. If it's not that smooth for you, don't worry. It takes a couple of years of ripping the paper to know how to do it right. Anyway. Next, you want to get... What the fuck? See, that's what happens if you fuck up the preheating. It de-preheats and goes back to... loses temperature. Loses thermal... potency. That's not even the right one. Anyway, if you already got a packet, make sure you get the honey soy breast tenders. Inghams. No, it's not Steggles, and don't get original, or you'll fucking regret it. It'll be fucking feral. Anyway, gonna open this up here. Now I'm a hungry boy. I'm a growing boy. I'm a growing 12-year-old. I've just hit puberty. So I really want to eat a lot of protein. So I'm just going to get this basically a whole packet. It was already opened. There's probably one taken out there. I'm just going to dump the whole thing. There we go. Now, I normally don't dump it. I normally take them out individually so I can get these fucking crumbs. But today I'm feeling adventurous, feeling feisty, feeling sassy. So I'm just going to dump it. Anyway, what you want to do next is you want to arrange it nicely. You see, I've got this kind of picture frame of like, that can be like a sea cow. It's a picture of a sea cow in a frame. Anyway, that's a very important step. Alright, now, pretty easy. You just want to put it in. Now, I got both hands full right now. I got a camera, and I got my chicken things in the tray. How am I going to open the oven door? Simple. Get your foot, and, fuck. Pulled my hamstring. Or the quad, the one on the top. Anyway, I'm going to try that again. Ooh. Ooh, it's done. But how am I going to touch that hot tray? This is what you do. You get the end of the deep dish pan, and you hook the tray, and you drag it out. Simple. And then you just kind of drop that on there. And then you just use the lid of the oven and just knock it in. Excelente. Now we're going to leave those in for 12 minutes. Now remember the time, it's 8:06. Fucking cat's throwing up again. I can hear it. He stopped. Who knows where he threw up this time. Anyway, so 8:06, which means we're going to come back at 8:18. And there's nothing to do in the meantime. There's no other prep work we need to do. So I'm going to pause this video here and we'll come back later and check out the second half of my epic chicken thing tutorial. See you then. Oh, what have I done? Oh, I'm just going to stop it. Alright, we're back. Now, as you can see, it is now 8:18. So, it's time to flip them. And this is the fun bit. If you have kids, girlfriends, you know, anyone who you want to have some fun with, you know, show a good time, get them to flip your chicken things. Now, we're going to open the oven here. And we can do all this with tongs. We don't need oven mitts. They're too expensive, I know. So just pull it out. Use the tongs. And start flipping, you know. Flip them all. Let's just, you know, give that a flip. Ooh. Ooh. Flippy. Flip. Ooh, yeah. You know, quite a bit softer than what they were last time we touched them. That's for sure. Because they're not frozen. That's the thing. A lot of people don't realise. You cook things, they get softer because they're not frozen. Anyway, done the flip. Put it back in there real quick. Close it up. Now look at the time. You know, minute flip time. So let's take them out in 12 minutes from now. So 8:31, they'll be ready. That's the little thing that stops it from flicking out. It's a genius invention. If I ever meet the guy who did that, who invented that, I'll fuck him. Anyway, I've done the flips, now it's time for the second component of the dinner. The feast. The noodles. Now, I got a lot of noodles in here. I'm looking for a sort of unopened packet. You know, it looks like they're all kind of sealed, so you know, this could be fresh unboxing video. Anyway, got the noodles here, right here. Here they are. I'm gonna open them up. So, just all right. Now, when I have noodles by themselves, I usually have 2 packets. But because we're having chicken things, you only need 1. Now, before we start messing with that packet, we got to start the boil. And this is, I like to boil my water classic way. The caveman way. People call me old and stodgy. Well, guess what? Go fuck yourself. So you grab a saucepan. You leave the lid. You won't need the lid. Leave it in there. Just put that back. We won't need it. This ain't some fancy show. This is rustic home cooking. Now, is that gonna work? Ooh, kinda. Hey. Now what you want to do is get your saucepan and just fill it 2/3 of the way up. So I'm just going to do this here. Now, if you look at that, that's about where it should be. About halfway. Anyway, now here's the fun bit. Another fun bit, you can get your kids to do it, or your wife who's cheating on you and you want to try and spice things up a little. Lighting the... Hey, you know, there are I'm two kinds of guy. Nicest guy you'll ever meet. Twisted fucking psychopath. Anyway, this is kind of low on shit, so I shouldn't play with it too much. Now, this is going to be a hard bit to film. But it'd be cool if we could get it. So I got some tissue boxes here. We can prop up. Ooh, that's a good angle. What can we get to? Get some, what's this? Ground chilies. I got a little ground chilies thing here that's propping this up. Anyway, now make sure you line up. You see that this is in the top left corner, top right corner I mean. So make sure you do it using the one that lights up the top right corner, you know, no shit. Right now I'm going to turn the gas on, hopefully I don't die. Turn on, now go. Ooh, we did it. Ooh. Anyway, now we're gonna wait for that to boil. So let me just adjust that. Now we're gonna wait for that to boil, and over here we've got, it's been 4 minutes, so we've got another 8 to wait. So let's get started on the packet. Now we don't want to put anything in the saucepan until we got a nice rolling boil. But before then, you want to get your scissors. You want to get your scissors, and you want to start cutting. Now get your packet here, and just, cut that open. Now take out the little flavor sachet. You want to shake it to get all the flavor to the bottom, so you can cut it without making a mess. Ooh. Now, these are our cooking ingredients. We're going to get them ready for the boil. So we're going to put them over here by the saucepan. Lean them up against the microwave. Now what do you do with the waste? Well, we got some time to kill, so we're going to throw it in the bin. You know, these little down times are good times to sort of clean house a little, clean the kitchen, make sure everything's nice and neat. So now we're waiting for water to boil and chicken things to cook. Another rest period. Might just talk through it this time. Might talk about the other component of any great dinner, any great feast. And I'm not talking about the company. The drinks. Now, I was going to have, you know, a night in by myself, so I thought, you know, I'll have a couple drinks. I'll have, oh, there's fucking, there's flavouring all over my screen. Couple drinks, you know, I might have a couple beers, I might have, you know, a whisk, bit of a whisk, Wednesday whisk. Maybe I might have some vodka mixes, whatever. But I forgot to put the beers in the fridge, so I don't have cold beers. I've got 2 lukewarm Peronis that are a couple weeks old in my bedroom, and 4 very old 5 seeds ciders, lukewarm, in my bedroom that I can't drink because I can't drink cider because it makes me sick after that fateful boat trip. Anyway. Having a bit of a hot flash. I'm just going to stand in the freezer for a little bit. So anyway, that means we're left with the standard, the classic, you know, the usual 6 minutes for the chicken things. Standard Coca-Cola. This is a staple, should be in every American household, and it probably is. It's probably also in your brain at this point. It's probably literally a part of your DNA with all the Coke we've been drinking as a human race. Anyway, I like Coke Classic, and I don't get angry much. I don't get opinionated about a lot of things. But if you drink any other Coke, you should probably just kill yourself. I mean, if you drink any kind of Coke at all, you should kill yourself. But if you drink a different kind of Coke, you should kill yourself now. Not, you know, like you should be killed. Waiting for it to boil. I don't know what to say. I don't really feel like splitting this up into 3 videos. That's a bit much, especially when we're so close. Anyway, I took this one out of the fridge, but normally we keep them in the garage. I don't know why. Can't explain that to you. Can't explain it. Always good to clear the pots before a meal so you can fully absorb all of the flavors. We got a nice 4.5-star energy rating because we care about the environment. Didn't feel like going for the full 6, but 4.5 is pretty good. Oh man, I'm getting a good. Who's going to complain about the scent of chicken things floating through the house? Not me. Ooh, silhouette. I'm a locked character. Woo! Check out this cool low light footage. Anyway, we had the boil yet? We had the boil. See, I think I fucked up, and I think I waited too long to put the water on because we got 3 minutes, and you know they don't take 2 minutes to cook. Fucking 2-minute noodles. They take a little bit longer. We got 3 minutes till we got to take those chicken things out. So, ooh, and we're still not at a rolling boil. We got a bit of bubbles forming. We got a couple bubbles forming. You really can't see it in that shot, but there are some very tiny bubbles forming on the bottom and the sides of the saucepan. Anyway, it's not until we get the, you know, I'll show you, because this is a tutorial, this is a guide, how to make a great chicken thing feast. I'd like to take a moment to talk about some guy. I hate to interrupt the video like this, but you know, we got some time. I like to talk about the guy that's been basically cyberbullying me in the general thread. He's basically every time I post, he makes fun of me for not being very good at RuneScape, which isn't true. I'm just you know, I'm not min-maxing at the moment. I'm just trying to have fun, just trying to chill out, not trying to, you know, be the best I can right now in RuneScape. I know how to do it, and you'll know that once I start releasing my RuneScape tips and tricks video series that will help you become as good as me at RuneScape. But I want to call this guy out. I'm sick of him. I want him to stop bullying me. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the nasty little comments, like, literally, who are you? And, like, how can one person be so bad at this game? And, like, shit stats and myth boots? Seriously? Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Quest cape is the worst cape in the game. Fuck you. Fuck you. The worst cape in the game is fire cape. No. The worst cape in the game is definitely, without a doubt, a black cape. A wieldy cape. A team cape. And that's just pure stats there. That's stat-wise, it is the worst cape, and they don't look very cool either. Quest cape was really cool, and it has cool stats. So, fuck you when you say Quest cape is the worst cape. I'll fuck you in your ass. Still not at the boil yet. This is taking fucking forever. But it is 8:31. It is time to take out the chicken things. So what we do is now we need the oven mitts. I'm sorry, I said they're too expensive. I'm rich, so as you can plainly tell, it's time to remove the chicken things. So you get your oven mitt. I got a nice burnt to shit purple oven mitt here. You get your oven mitt and you pull out your chicken things and you pick them up. Now this is very hot. This is very hot. So you take it over to the sink and just kind of balance it there on the sink. You want to close up the oven at this point. Put away the oven mitt. Turn the oven off. Turn it off. You don't need it. That'll cool down eventually. And here we are. We got our chicken things. They're very hot. We don't want to touch them. So at this point, I like to get my oven mitt and just kind of dump it in there. And you know what? We can just go to town. Ooh. I told myself today I was going to be fancy. I'm not going to eat them out of the sink today. I usually do, but tonight we're going to be real fancy. We're going to use a plate. So, get your plate. Bring it over here. Now, get your old buddy tongs. You pick them up with the tongs, and you dump them on the plate. Simple as that. You just pick them up, dump them. Pick them up, dump them. Pick them up, give them a dump. There you go. Now, at this point I like to grab the baking powder paper, Multi-Flex Bake, Multix Bake, and put that in the bin. Put it away. Now, the water is still not fucking boiled. What the fuck is up with this shit, man? Anyway. Now, just adjust the chicken things with your fingers. I mean, no one's gonna know. Don't tell anyone. Shh. Keep it to yourself. And what we want to do now is we want to check that they're cooked. Now, if you cooked them like I told you, you shouldn't have to do this step, but if it's your first time, you probably should anyway, because you might have bummed it up. You want to get your knife and fork, and you just want to cut in. The light's very, very bad. You just want to cut into one of them. Just give it a good cut in half, and just give it a check to make sure it looks good. Now, looks good means looks like that. You see that? That's what it should look like. Get very excited. That's a perfectly cooked chicken thing. So let's just put this aside for now. They're good to go right now, but we got to work the noodles now, because we have the rolling boil. That is what you're looking for. A rolling boil. You got bubbles on the surface, big bubbles, not little bubbles. You can hear it's very audible bubbling. And this water is evaporating fast, so you want to get started. So you get your packet of noodles. I think we should set this up like we had it before, with the fucking tissue box. Lean up against the tissue box and get some chili fucking powder or whatever this is. Set that up. There we go. Now, let me get another one. I'm afraid it's going to fall. Okay. Now, you want to grab your packet of noodles, and you want to grab your flavouring. Now, I put the flavouring in first, but be warned, this will get you a better taste, but only if you're quick. So, you want to dump that in, squeeze it on the sides to make sure it all gets in, and then quickly dump the noodles in. Now, when you're putting them in, look out, the steam is going to be hot, it won't burn you, but it's going to be hot. So if you're not used to cooking like me, if you're not a professional cook like I am, it might get a little hot. Just go through the pain. Won't hurt you. Alright, now, you may have noticed that the rolling boil has kind of disappeared. That's because we've harmed the thermal integrity of the saucepan. It's now a little cooler because there's more surface area to heat. And we got a fucking cat on the bench eating its fucking food like a little spurg. Fucking hell. Anyway, really at the end stages now, noodles, you don't want to touch them too much. You kind of just want to let it go, but you do want to kind of break it up. You want to break up that initial rectangle. You want to really break it up, make sure it goes away. Just done a bit of cleaning up here. Now I fucked this up. I've bummed at the timing. Next time, put the noodles on, put the water on a little before you flip them. Come back a couple minutes before you're about to flip them, put the water on. That's my tip. See, even I'm still learning. It's a tough gig. Cooking's the hardest art there is. Harder than rap, harder than dance. Hardest one there is. So, you know, give yourself some time at it. You know, if you're not, you know, good things take time. If you're not king straight away, just chill out. You'll get there. You'll get there, bro. Bro, you'll get there. I believe in you, bro. You'll get there, bro. Anyway, this is a very long video. 20 minutes. Almost. Not including the first part. And this single part by itself is 2.5 gigabytes. Woo! Anyway. Now, as you go on, you'll notice that the rolling boil does return. It will return, and once it's returned, you can start tasting. Now, that's the key to noodles. You want to keep tasting it. Tasting and tasting to make sure you get the exact point that it's just the way you like it. Maybe you like them a little undercooked, so they're a little harder, you know, a little more solid. Maybe you like them overcooked, and they're like really, really saturated with water, and they're all real soggy. Maybe you like them so overcooked that all the water evaporates and it's just kind of this sticky, disgusting, gluey mess that doesn't come out of the saucepan. Maybe that's what you want. Have them how you like them. Anyway, I'm going to have a little taste test here. What you want to do is you get your fork and you try and hook one, and you turn it around so you get snagged, you pull it out. Give it a blow. Not quite there. If someone liked them a little harder, that'd be right, but I like them just right. I like them Goldilocks style. Just right. So they need a little bit longer. But once they're ready, they're ready. Now, you may be wondering, how are we going to get those delicious noodles away from that disgusting, disgusting hot water? Well, simple. One of these. Strainer, sieve. It's not a sieve, it's a strainer. Get your strainer and get it ready. Now, it's been a couple seconds, so let's have another taste test. Maybe they're ready now. That's the thing. These noodles will not take long to turn. So let's get... Oh, fucking... Okay. Get another bit. Ooh, big bit. Whew. Anyway, give them a blow. Now they are just right. So I'm going to turn this off. Now be careful at this point. It's another fun bit, so maybe get your kids to do it. But you want to grab your saucepan, lift it up, hot water, and just pour it in. Now again, that steam is hot. So if you're not a professional like me, it might be wise to step back a little bit. Anyway, now you got to do the fun bit. Give it a bit of a flick. Flick it around, juggle it around, get rid of all that liquid. And there you got your noodles. So take them over. Take them over to your plate. Take them over to your plate and just dump them in. Whoa. Perfect. Ah. That's exactly where you want it. And you know what? Save on cutlery. Use the ones you got before. Don't get fresh ones for every piece of the meal, you know. Conserve, reserve, reverse. And there you have it. There is your dinner. Dinner for champions. Dinner for fags. It's dinner for everyone. Been real fancy. I'm going to go enjoy this on a couch. I don't get to come out of my room very often. Ooh, that is cold. So I'm going to enjoy this on the couch in the dark. Ooh. Ooh, just put that on the floor there. Well, this has been Samo Sammy bringing you sick chicken thing tips and guides. Enjoy the meal.